Yes, welcome to another video, guys. I'm LB, above me is John, and we're going to take a look at the Liverpool game. We're going to review this. 2-2 was the final score. Loads to talk about. Was it a good result? Was it not a good result? We will let you know. But before we do, roll titles, Brie. 85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code EXTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping. Yes, go check out Manscaped. All the details are in the description. Right, I want to get into this, bro. I want to talk about the game, obviously. 2-2 final result. But can't lie, bro. A little bit disappointed in the end that we didn't get the win there. You know what I mean? Two good goals. Defensively, I thought the goals that we conceded were poor. I think they were poor. I don't think many people can disagree with that. And we had chances to win the game. Quite a few chances, but we didn't put the ball in the back of the net enough to get the 3 points.
How many times have we done a review of a game and said the exact same thing that we're saying now? You have the chances, we don't score them, and it is what it is. Luckily, though, today, obviously, the chances that we got 2 chances to score. Do you know what I mean? We did get 2 goals. We drew the game. We did get a point. It's a very good point to get. But like you say, there were chances to win the game. It was kind of there for us, and it is disappointing. It's annoying when that kind of when that happens, because when you come out of the gate, it kind of feels like a bit of a negative, because you're like, we could have won it, and then it takes your mind off thinking that, yeah, we just drew against Liverpool, and now we're top of the league, and it's in our hands. You kind of shelve that just because you're annoyed that we should have got more from the game. I think yeah, we should, and I think people, it's all about how we got the point. We should have won the game today. You know, in my opinion, we had the chances to win the game, and we didn't take the chances, and the 2 goals that we conceded, you know, were poor, but. We were 2-1 down and scored a 90th minute equaliser. Everyone would be like, oh, what a point, brilliant point, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, for me, I do think that was a good point. We're top of the league, right? We both played the same amount of games, and there's 7 football matches to go, and Liverpool have the harder fixture running. It's a fact, you know what I mean? Just look at the fixtures. I'm sure we'll talk about that tomorrow when we do another video or stream or whatever. So, at the end of the day, for me, I'm happy with the point. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people on social saying, that was a shit point, we should have won. And yes, we should have won. I'm not saying we shouldn't have won, we should have won. But we didn't. I'm just analysing what's happened. We've got the point, and in my opinion, given the fact that there's only 7 football matches left, put it this way, guys. You now don't have to watch another Liverpool Premier League football match to the rest of the season, providing that we do our job. Our next 2 games, Brighton at home, Watford at home. That should be 6 points in the bag. We should, in the space of a week or so, be 5 games away from winning the Premier League. 5. Okay, there's a few tough games in there. It's the Premier League. Of course, you're going to have tough games. We're not just going to stroll the league every single year. It is going to be tough. But for me, bro, you know, start of the season, if you would have said to me at the start of the season, you're going to be 7 games away from the Premier League, you'll be 1 point above Liverpool, and you both played the same amount of games, and Liverpool will have the harder fixture running. Oh, by the way, the 2 games after Liverpool, you should be getting easier 3 points out of both of them. I'd be taking it every single day of the week. So, look, Liverpool are a fantastic team. We should have won today. We didn't. We got the point. That keeps us at the top of the table, and we're still favourites for the Premier League. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I genuinely couldn't have said it better myself, innit? A player who was sick today, bro. KDB. Yeah, he's a player that he pops up, you know what I mean? He scored the first goal, heavy deflection on that, but he was doing bits today. It was really, really good. There was a bit of a debate in our live preview that we did of where to play Kev.
Yeah, there was.
Where's best to put him? Do we put him further forward as a false nine to get the goals on that, or do we sit him a bit further back so he can play balls in behind? Obviously, he started in midfield and he did bits.
Yeah, I thought Pep got his tactics spot on today with you know what, most of the players, and I thought Kevin De Bruyne had another cracking game. And you know, Kevin De Bruyne is a big game player. That is a fact. You know what I mean? And again today he was absolutely outstanding. Some of the balls in behind the defence were nightmares for Matip and Van Dijk. You know what I mean? I think, you know, playing Sterling as a striker, I thought was an absolutely brilliant move. I said that's what we should do last night before the game, and I think it worked well. I think, you know, him making them runs in behind, you know, you've seen it for the offside goal, which was very, very marginally offside, apparently. It was a brilliant ball in for Kevin, and obviously Sterling slotted it away. Unfortunately for us, it was offside, but Kevin De Bruyne, he's got so much to his game. His passing, his work rate, his tackling, defensive duties. He gets goals, he gets assists. He's literally got it all. In my opinion, he's a complete football player, and you need him in these big games. It will be interesting to see how we manage Kevin De Bruyne over these last 7 games in the Premier League and FA Cup games and Champions League games, because I don't think he can play them all, but he's so crucial to our running that you kind of need him to play them all. So, you know, other players are going to have to step up. But Kevin De Bruyne today, once again, absolutely brilliant. 10 out of 10 performance for me. I've got no complaints.
Yeah, he stepped up today as well, and that's big for the rest of the season. Big. Do you know what I mean? There's other players who stepped up today as well. We'll go for in the play ratings and that. But seeing Kev, like, do you know what I mean, absolutely smash it today, it's good because you know that you're getting like an informed Kevin De Bruyne kind of thing for the rest of the Premier League games, Champions League. Do you know what I mean? It's crunch time in these next two or 3 weeks. We've got massive fixtures coming up in that. So I think Kev's going to be crucial in all. I mean, like you say, it's about managing him now, because where do you drop him in that? I do feel like maybe like in the FA Cup game he might get rested or something like that. But it's going to be, obviously that's not our job. It's Pep's job, isn't it? Trying to find out how to give this guy a rest.
Yeah, but you know, he's very, very crucial to the team, and you know, it's kind of mad because obviously it's getting to a point now where we're gonna have to start thinking about a replacement in a few years' time.
That's
all right,
disgusting.
2, 3, 4 years, whatever. You know what I mean? But we are gonna have to start thinking of that. And the one thing that I've accepted now is, right, we've been in this situation because obviously, you know, before the Sheikh came in, you know, it wasn't really a situation where we thought, how are we going to replace this player? You know what I mean? No one thought, oh, how are we going to replace Robbie Fowler when he leaves? Like, no one thought that, innit? But we started having everything. We first got it with, like, company. Like, obviously, Joe Hart was replaced quite quickly and then replaced again. And you start to think to yourself, oh, what are we going to do when Aguero leaves? What are we going to do when company leaves, when Yaya leaves, when David Silva leaves? And every single City fan would have gone through that, because I know you would have, because we've never been in that position before. And I think most people just thought we're going to melt as soon as these players left.
Yeah.
We're not going to get that with Kev, because even though Kev is one of the best footballers in the world, we know that we're going to be able to replace Kev, you know, when that time comes. But you know, we've got players that can do that already. Phil Foden can play in the middle. Jack Grealish can play in the middle. Bernardo can push further forward. Gundogan can push further forward. But yeah, if we're going to have success in the Premier League, if we're going to have success in the Champions League, I don't know if he's going to play in the FA Cup semi-final, to be fair.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if he might be rested. But if we're going to have success in the 2 biggest competitions, the Premier League and the Champions League, Kevin De Bruyne has to be fit. Of course, he played in the Champions League final against Chelsea, got subbed off, didn't he?
Yeah, because injured, yeah.
And that obviously had a big impact, because he's the guy who creates, he's the guy who leads, you know what I mean? So, absolutely brilliant. Let us know what you think of Kevin De Bruyne's performance down in the comment section below. Right, let's get on to the player ratings. These are decided by our extra club members. They're the guys at the bottom of the screen. If you want to get involved, vote for the player ratings. For future games, you can do. Become an extra club member. Link is in the description. Right, let's have a look then. So, Edison gets a 7.8. Could he have done anything about the 2 goals? I'm not too sure. I think the first one
goes underneath him, doesn't it?
Goes underneath. It does also take a deflection from Laporte. I don't know if there's much he could have done about that one. The second, what do you think about the second?
Ooh, which one? Oh, is that the Mane goal?
Yeah, the Mane. I don't think so.
See, Mane's through one-on-one, innit? Yeah, so it's difficult.
I think Edison, you know, he made a couple crucial saves. Couldn't really done anything about the 2 goals, in my opinion. I think 7.8 is probably a fair result.
He had that dodgy moment with the nearly non-goal.
Oh my days, that was scary. That was scary. Kyle Walker 8.8, guys. I disagree. I thought Kyle Walker had a good game, but he did switch off for the Mane goal.
Yeah.
Which 48 seconds into the second half, which ultimately cost us the 3 points because it finished 2-2. So, look, we could have done better in the lead up to that goal. Obviously, we kicked off on 48 seconds. The ball's in the back of the net. It's not solely on Kyle Walker, but the end of the day, Mane got free because Kyle switched off. So 8.8 for me is a little bit high, but still had a good game nonetheless. I think they played well. John Stones and Laporte, I think both had pretty decent games. Pretty fair scorelines there. And Cancelo with an 8.2. Again, pretty decent. Handled Salah really well.
He did.
Obviously, going into the game, I was a little bit scared about Cancelo with Salah. Why would you not? Obviously, Salah's mint. But Cancelo smashed it today. I thought he handled Salah really well. Salah was pretty quiet. I know he got an assist for a goal, but other than that, I think Cancelo had a pretty good game at left back.
Yeah, he's slamming. That's a couple of times he's faced Salah now, and he's done decent. I know he got roasted last time, so that's what everyone was in the back of their mind. Midfield, Rodri gets an 8.2. It was like we said, it was crucial for Rodri to have a good game today. I thought he was decent.
I thought he had a good game.
There's only one moment really where I can think where he did a dodgy pass. Other than that, I can't fault him. I think he was decent. De Bruyne, obviously we spoke about De Bruyne, he gets a 9.4. He's the Excel members man of the match, rightly so. He absolutely smashed it today. And Bernardo gets an 8.1. Difficult for Bernardo because he got a yellow card, a stupid yellow card as well. And then it was difficult for him to get proper stuck in. Like you see Bernardo, when it, do you know what I mean, with his work rate and that, get stuck into tackles and that. He had to pretty much stand off everyone and just kind of press them. But yeah, it's all right.
Did his thing, did he? Front three, Jesus gets an 8.3. Wow, guys, let us know what you think in the comments about Gabriel Jesus. What a performance from him. You know what I mean?
Goal.
Yeah, what a goal. And again, showing that Jesus is backed by Pep Guardiola in the big games. Played against Liverpool at Anfield, played against Liverpool today, played really well, gets an 8.3. It's the best rating out of the front three there. So, look, I thought Jesus had a great game. Be interesting to see what his future holds. Sterling with a 7.1. Look, I thought Sterling played quite well today. I think he should have got a higher rating than the 7.1. That's just my opinion. Obviously, you know, he scored the third goal, which was unfortunately offside again. It was a brilliant run, brilliant pass from Kev, but just margins, you know what I mean? It's fine margins. And Phil Foden gets a 7.5. Subs are on screen. And Pep Guardiola gets an 8.3, and the referee, who, you know, we've not really spoke about the referee, probably should mention that, you know, he had but the sort of the handling of the game, I thought he did quite well. Yeah,
the flow of the game was good. Yeah. You know what I mean, he wasn't just giving like fouls left, right, and centre. He did let it play a bit. It was just things like Thiago should have been sent off. Do you know what I mean? It didn't make sense. It made no sense.
As well.
Fabinho, I've seen people as well saying that tackle on Bernardo should have been a straight red. That
Trent should have been booked. You know, in the first half, he did exactly the same thing as Robertson. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying Trent should be booked because he did exactly the same thing as Robertson, and Robertson got booked, so Trent didn't. So, yeah, on the whole, I thought the referee sort of managed the game well, but he did get some big decisions wrong, and that's how obviously highlighted why he's got such a poor score there with a 0.5. But ultimately, guys, look, what's the end conclusion of this? The end conclusion is we remain top of the table. We've just played one of the best, probably the second best team in Europe, right, or in the world, right? And we could have easily lost that game today. Why could we have lost the game? Why? Because you're playing against brilliant players and they've got a brilliant manager in Jurgen Klopp, and we didn't. Okay, we probably should have won the game, but we didn't. We're still top of the table. There's 7 matches left of the season. If you said that to me at the start of the season, you have 7 games left, you're top of the table, you're 100% taking that. And if you say no, then you're lying to yourself. You know what I mean? So, look, we should have won. We didn't. Still top of the table. It's a positive result, in my opinion. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Go check out Manscaped at manscaped.com. They sponsored today's video. Really appreciate your support. Use code EXTRA20 and you get 20% off your order as well as free worldwide shipping. Please drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. See you in the next one.